So, recently, Warner Brothers did their DC Fandom, which was an event in which they unveiled a whole bunch of interesting stuff. James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie, which looks pretty good. Peter Capaldi's in it. I'm all for that, because I love Doctor Who. We have Harley Quinn returning. We have Captain Boomerang returning. We have a bunch of new heroes, too, which is really fun to see. Like, Polka Dot Man is going to be in it, which is hilarious to me. But anyway, I think it'll be, at minimum, watchable. I trust James Gunn. I didn't like the first Suicide Squad movie, but hey, whatever. They also unveiled the trailer for The Batman. That looks good. They unveiled the trailer for the Snyder Justice League, which isn't for me, but if you want that, hey, good for you. I'm glad you're getting the movie you want. They also unveiled some games, one of which is a Suicide Squad game called The Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. This takes place in the same universe as Arkham, the Arkham games, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, and Arkham Knight. And one angry gamer is mad, and can you guess why? Because they have made Deadshot in this game a black guy. And of course, one angry gamer will not stand for this, even though it doesn't matter at all. And it's basically because they're trying to move it in line with their live-action movies in which Will Smith plays Deadshot. So, is it known where it is in the Arkham timeline? I'm not sure. I know the plot is basically that Brainiac shows up and converts the Justice League somehow with, like, nanobots or something into being evil, and the Suicide Squad has to stop them. So, like, the boss fights are gonna be, you gotta fight the Flash, you gotta fight Batman, you gotta fight Wonder Woman, you gotta fight Green Lantern, and then the final boss, I would imagine, is going to be Superman. So... Anyway, let's read this article where he's going to be mad that Deadshot, a fictional character, is a different race. Who cares? Rocksteady Studios decided to race swap Deadshot in the upcoming Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game, which was recently announced for a 2020 release on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. Oh, this game takes place in Metropolis, too, which I'm excited for. Because we've seen Gotham through the Arkham games, but I'm excited to see what their version of Metropolis is going to be, because it's by the same developers. So I have a lot of faith in their ability to sort of flesh out this universe. It'll be fun. They made the race swap rather clear in the 4-minute debut trailer, which you can view below. I'm not going to play it. You can watch it in your own time. But it's just basically showing Metropolis under siege, and the Suicide Squad, including Harley Quinn, kind of meeting up on a rooftop, getting ready to fight the Justice League. And, of course, we see Deadshot here, who now looks like this, which is fine. Who cares? Dude spanking dudes with a bit. All I see is that they turn Deadshot hot. Yeah, sure. As you can see, Deadshot is now clearly a black man, as opposed to being white. He was usually depicted as white in most animated and video game incarnations of the character, even in Rocksteady's own games, yet here they decide to blatantly race swap in and turn an already white character black. Okay? Who cares? He's already played by Will Smith in the movies, and they're trying to be more in line with that. I think that makes sense. The vast majority of people who know who Deadshot is now view him as Will Smith, because almost no one who isn't into the comics knows who Deadshot is. Most centrists, TM... Excuse me, sir, I'm not a centrist, I'm a leftist, and I also find you ridiculous. Will lie and say that Deadshot was always black. What? No? Why would someone lie about that? It doesn't matter. He's a fictional character, dude. But IGN confirmed that Rocksteady's title is set within the Batman Arkham universe, which has already established in 2 games and animated film that Deadshot was white. IGN wrote, quote, speaking during DC Fandom, Rocksteady Studios' Sefton Hill confirmed Suicide Squad is a continuation of the Arkhamverse that began in Arkham Asylum and came to its seeming end in Batman Arkham Knight. Hill explained that Suicide Squad is part of this world and will actually let players see the continuation of plot threads and characters first introduced in those Arkham games. This continuation of the Arkhamverse, so a lot of threads and storylines you're going to see come to fruition in this game, Hill said. This also means that the Suicide Squad will not be in the same universe as the WB Montreal's upcoming Gotham Knights, which focuses on the extended Bat family of heroes in a new continuity. That game, Gotham Knights, I think looks fun too. You can view the images below as further proof that Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Knights, and Suicide Squad... Like, does one angry gamer not get that this doesn't matter at all? No one cares. Like, yes, dude, we understand that in earlier games and most of his earlier adaptations of him, whether it be in, like, what was the name of the animated movie? It's this one. It's in the Suicide Squad animated movie. We get that he has been traditionally depicted as a white guy. Okay, they wanted to not do that in this one. It doesn't matter. This isn't a real person. It's a fictional character. Therefore, all this, like, continuity stuff doesn't matter. I don't care, and most people don't either. Splatterkin with 100 bits. You know why he cares, Hannah? The same reason all these people care, because they want to preserve the white race, like the shitty LARPers they are, yeah. It's all dumb stuff. It's like they think they're fighting a proxy war in fictional universes with the races of characters, and it just doesn't matter. Imagine if they made Batman black. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait until someday when they either make Black Batman or Black Superman in a movie. Oh my goodness. These people are gonna lose their minds. They're gonna be like, you can't have Superman be a black guy? Why? Why? He's an alien. It doesn't matter. Why would he look like a human anyway? Of course he can look like a black guy. Who cares? Anyway. Even the Deadshot wiki page for the Batman Arkham games acknowledged that Deadshot has been race-swapped, darkening his skin tone and changing his personality into one adjacent to... Oh. These are his words, not mine. Adjacent to a common thug instead of a prestigious marksman. One angry gamer, what does it say that you associate black people with being thugs? I think it says that you're a racist POS. Jesus. I really wish his website was on something that I could, like, report him. He's such a trash person. I don't know who hosts his website. We should probably find out. So trivia, despite being portrayed as a white male in the film Assault on Arkham and other games, Arkham Origins and Arkham City, as well as various other tie-in comics to the franchise, Deadshot is seemingly retconned as a black male in the upcoming game, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Yep, it's fine. Prestigious? Yeah. At this point, Deadshot is just dead. No? They just retconned him, and now he's like an African-American man. Who cares? Who cares? They decided to kill his character to pander to the BLM crowd. What? His character isn't dead. He's the same character. He just has a different skin color. He also thinks you can't be born gay. This is pretty much what I expected. Yeah, he's an alpha guy who wants to defund the police and riot across America. Although, technically, this started with David Ayer's original casting of Will Smith as a race-swapped Deadshot. He's just Deadshot! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he's... In his 2016 Suicide Squad outing, some people were forgiving because they claimed it was in a different universe, practically forced into the Snyderverse. What does that mean? It's in the DC, like, Snyderverse, the DCEU, whatever you want to call it. What do you mean practically forced? It would be like if I didn't like the Captain America movie for some reason, and I was like, Captain America, the first Avenger, which has been practically forced into the MCU. It doesn't mean anything. Toeen24 says the best sniper ever was a First Nations member. F this race stuff. Yeah. Idiot. He's an absolute idiot. However, in this case, it's a blatant and discriminatory act on behalf of Rockstar, given that Deadshot was always white in the Arkhamverse, and yet they decided to race swap in order to pander to intellectual deadbeats. Or, how about this? They wanted this version of the character to align with what most people view the character as. I guarantee the vast majority of people who are going to be playing this Suicide Squad game, which looks fun, I'm sure it'll sell well, it's by the people who did Arkham City, I guarantee most people who play it will recognize this guy as Deadshot more easily than this one, even though this was the depiction in the earlier game. Because a lot of people, this will probably be their first game in the Arkhamverse, and they've probably only heard of Deadshot through the movie. If you put this guy in, they'd be like, why is Deadshot a white guy? It doesn't matter. He's a fictional character. Didn't he do this when Sam Jackson was chosen for Nick Fury too? Probably. No idea. Yeah, King Shark is in it. That looks fun. Anyway, it looks like a good game. Dare we look at the comments? Dare we? Let's see. Dorson the Great says, Harley Quinn has short hair because programming, hair physics, and collision detection and all that is too much work for diversity hires. Oh my god. Really? Really? Wow, and there's an N-word. Yikes. Who hosts this website? If we can find the host of this website, we really gotta, like, get him off this, whoever does this. We get to the bottom of the page. See if there's anything. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Advertiser policy, terms of service, contact info, about page. Probably powered by WordPress. WordPress. Can you report websites on WordPress? Who is a tool for that? I don't know what that means. Let me see if I can find a report link on the WordPress website. Report WordPress site. Report a site. Uh-oh. If you find that a site violates our user guidelines or terms of service, we want you to let us know about it. Please understand that we don't always respond to these reports, but every single one is read by a real human being, and the reported site is reviewed accordingly. More importantly, please note that the team behind WordPress strongly believes in freedom of speech. Oh boy. How does WordPress feel about the N-word? Because there was a lot of N-word stuff in the comments. We'll give it a shot anyway. If you're logged into a WordPress.com account and stumble upon a site you'd like to report, simply click the three dots to the right of the follow link at the bottom right corner of the screen, and you'll see your report content, which will allow you to send us a report for content that is spam, adult content, abusive content. It might be under abusive content. Okay. You can at least give it a shot. Let me see if I can find that three dots thing. I have no idea where that would be. I don't know. If you want to try and find it, here's a link to the page. If you want to report it, go for it.